Hi guys, welcome to episode 30 of Sundays with Jessica. And when I got done with my last episode, I was just thinking that the next episode is going to be episode number 30. And I personally get so happy, when the second digit changes. Like it went from a 2 to a 3. And it takes approximately like 2 months for this to happen. And when I started this, I actually didn't think that I'd be coming so far with these. I just thought that I'll stop. I thought that I wouldn't have any new things to talk about, but I think the key to really know whether you succeed at something or not is to start doing that thing. You cannot just start, you cannot just assume that you're not going to do it and just not start. You have got to start something and you've got to stick with it no matter how bad you are, because who cares if you're bad? Only practice is going to make you perfect, and just by giving up you're not even improving yourself and you're letting the people win. So just take something, start and stick with it. And to have come so far, I was just thinking about time in general, and the fact that time shall pass anyway. We sometimes think that we're late in life, like we're lagging behind in life, but I think this concept only kicks in when we're comparing ourselves to others. When we see somebody our age achieve so many things, when we see somebody else do great in life while we're just sitting at home, I think that is when you start getting anxious and stuff. But I think, and you should too, that that's their journey and not yours. You should never be triggered by these things, but think about this in sort of a way that if he can do it, I can too. And not just in an aspect of that I'm going to do the same thing as the other person is doing. Find something that interests you and stick with it long enough, because the time shall pass anyway. We think that when we're starting something, we tell ourselves that it's going to take so long and why shall I do it? Because the time shall pass anyway. If maybe you start learning something, a piano or anything, I think you really have to believe that you can succeed at anything. I personally believe it. The things that I'm not good at, I know that if I put in enough practice and time into it, I will succeed. And just even not starting to do something just because I think I wouldn't be good at it, that's no way to start it. And I read about this, a really famous quote that the best time to plant a tree, to start a habit was 6 months ago. The second best time is now. Something like this. I know that I'm messing this up, but you can start anytime. And Naval, one of my favorite people, Naval Ravikant, he said that inspiration is perishable. Act on it immediately. Like whenever you feel a surge of motivation or whenever you feel anxious, do something to get out of it. Don't just sit and just overthink about it. Don't just keep on making plans, but act on it immediately, because the moment that inspiration is gone, you're back to being your normal self again. And constantly do something that keeps that inspiration alive. And the only way that you're going to be doing that is by finding something that you're good at. And a lot of people think that they're not good at anything at all, but they just do not try enough things out. There's so many things in the world, so many things. People have made a career out of so many things, and to just sit down and do the negative self-talk that you're not good at anything. Maybe you're good at negative self-talk. Have you ever thought about that? So yeah, just start something. If you don't even start, you'll never know if you're really good at it or not. And another thing, is that when a person does put in their 100% and they still not succeed. So there's an excuse that people often use that maybe if I really tried, I would have gotten good grades, or maybe if I really put in my 100%, I would have maybe topped the class, but they don't. they think that they're capable of something, and they use it as a safety cushion that if I could if I wanted to. And then there is this sadness that comes from the fact that you've given your 100% and you still fail. That'll be like, okay, you're not no good, because then you have solid proof of that. But no, that just means that at least you're trying things out. You can take that off the chart that, okay, maybe this is not meant for you, and just start something. You don't have to be perfect, because time will make you perfect. And if you're thinking that people will make fun of you, people will make fun of you anyway. And one thing that has really helped me to not care what people think about me is, thinking about how small we are. We usually think that the world revolves around us, that everybody is going to be talking about us if we do something wrong or mess something up. But the truth is, people will forget about you. You're not important. You really are not. Just look at the universe. I will link down a site, okay, in my description. Please check it out. I don't know if you will or not, but do check it out. It's a really beautiful site. Like it lets you see the universe. It lets you zoom in and out, and then you'll see how small our Earth actually is. Our Earth actually appears like a dot. Like, I think it was a picture taken from, I don't remember, but a certain thing that was sent to outer space, and our Earth literally looked like a dot, a spot. And imagine that. Inside that tiny little dot are us humans. And we like to think that the world revolves around us, but it does not. Fact check. So yeah, the time will pass anyway. Find the thing that you're good at, stick with it long enough to see where it goes, and if you're no good at it, find some other thing. There's a billion things to do. And another thing I would like to say is that the world is limitless. Universe is limitless, literally limitless. Humans have not even explored, I don't know which percent. I was going to say humans have not even explored 1% or something, but I think it's even smaller than that. So know that you are too, like you're limitless too. There's so many things. The universe is so big, and you think that you cannot be successful in a world where humans are not even capable of explaining the phenomena outside of Earth. You think that they can define you. I don't know, something like this. But just know that you're really small, and that nothing really matters. Not in a negative sense, but in a positive sense. Find what you do, find what you love, and just stick with it long enough, because the time will pass anyway. And don't think too much about people, because they really don't care about you. They only care about themselves. And yeah, I think that was it. And I'm really so happy that I made it to episode 30. I cannot even imagine how long will I keep up with these. Maybe someday when I'm a really very, very old lady, I'll look back to these and I'm like, oh my god, I really did stick with this thing. So yeah, this is a little checkpoint, and nobody really cares about this, that, oh my god, Jessica is done with her episode 30. Nobody cares about that, but I do. And if that brings me happiness, then why not? And yeah, this is it about today's episode. And yeah, bye bye, see you in the next one.